Hello, Sardui. My name is Tiurma Alma Tyaswandhita, and today I want to present about the financial statement analysis of Nissin Food Holding in 2020 or in the 1st April 2019 until the 31 March of 2020. And then this is a table of contents of my presentation. It consists of introduction, financial statement, financial ratio, analysis, and then the conclusion. And we go to jump into the introduction. This is the introduction for the both of the company that we will do analysis. The first one is the Nissin Foods Holding. This is the main company of my analysis financial statement. And then this is the Ajinomoto is the company competitor of the Nissin Foods. The Nissin Foods Holdings is a food manufacturing business company which was first established in Tokyo, Japan in 1948 by Momofuku Ando. In 1958, Momofuku Ando introduced chicken ramen as the world's first instant noodle. Momofuku Ando was the first person in the world to create the world's first instant noodle and the cup noodles, and this idea emerged when Japan faced a food crisis during the World War II. Uh, the Nissin Foods Holding, it's not in Japan, but also it's spread all over the world, namely like in America, Brazil, Singapore, Hong Kong, India, the Netherlands, Germany, Thailand, Indonesia. And then the Nissin Foods is not only produce the noodles, but also the other product of food. And then the Ajinomoto as the company competitor of Nissin Foods is in the same consumer goods industry and in a food product sector, which in the same industry and sector with the Nissin Foods. Ajinomoto also produce the noodles too, and also produce uh, another food products. And here is the financial statement of the balance sheet of the Nissin Foods Holding. And this is the income statement of Nissin Food Holding. For the balance sheet, I found it based on the website. And then for the income statement, I found it in the WSJ website. And here is the balance sheet of the Ajinomoto. This also I found it in the website, the Ajinomoto's website. And then here is the income statement for the Ajinomoto that I found in the WSJ website. And this is the financial ratio for the Nissin Foods Holding. And here also the financial ratio of the Nissin Food Holding. And we're gonna jump into the analysis. In this report, I use the asset test ratio because it can be used to indicate a company's ability to meet its obligation without relying on inventories or obtaining additional financing. And here is the acid test or quick ratio for Ajinomoto. And here is the table of the comparison between the year of 2019 and 2020 of the Nissin Foods and Ajinomoto, as we can see from the graph also and the table, the data table. Um, Between the 2019 and 2020, Nissin Food is superior to Ajinomoto because it increased from Japan yen 0.90 to 1.09, while Ajinomoto experienced a decline from 1.39 to 1.00. Nissin Foods has more stable liquidity and financial health than Ajinomoto during the last 2 years in the same industry. So, based on the data, we can conclude that Nissin Foods has the increase of the acid test ratio comparison, while the Ajinomoto is decreasing. And for this industry, in this industry, the acid test ratio is more than 1 is good enough. But is less than 1, it is not good. So for the analysis from the existing data in 2019 and 2020, it can be estimated that Nissin Foods Holding may increase in the following year. Judging from the balance sheet owned by Nissin Foods, although inventories in 2020 are less than 2019, the company has a larger amount of cash than in 2019. It can be seen clearly in the asset section, especially in cash asset, receivables, and other financial assets. This makes current asset in 2020 more than 2019, with current liabilities in 2020 being smaller than 2019. So it's based on the formula of the quick ratio too. So this is the suggestion for the Nissin Foods Holding to always improving uh, their financial, especially their financial health. The first one is increase inventory and sales. In order for inventory to be converted into cash, inventory must be actively sold and companies are meeting their short-term obligation. And then the second is developing sales marketing. This done so that the sale of inventory items can continue to be sold quickly so that the company has cash assets for the needs of company's obligation. And then the third is satisfying the obligation of the company. It is keep the liability company under control to keep it low to do with the repayment of creditors quickly and reduce the loan of payment terms. And then the last one of the suggestion is streamlining the company's cash inflows. Percent of period shorter billing can help the company cash inflows and reduce the probability of encountering a long-term debtors who are difficult to pay and bad loans. And here is the conclusion for the analysis. The financial ratio in which the analysis is based on the financial statement of the company are useful for viewing the company's financial analysis to assess the company's performance. Based on the financial ratio, that it can be seen that the value of the acid test ratio of Nissin Foods in 2020 is higher than the Ajinomoto. When compared to the 2019, Nissin Foods also experienced an increase of 0.19 from the 2019 to 2020. This shows that Nissin Foods Holding has good corporate management so that the finance of the companies increase. This can be influenced by the sale of the company's inventory. The increasing sales will increase the cash held by the company and the company can fulfill its obligation which are the subject or the main of the asset test ratio itself. So that's all from me. That's all my presentation. Thank you.